Hi Aquarius, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly astrological report for the month of July 2022. If you could please subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. You begin the month in a Neptune haze because Neptune, which rules the imagination, the unconscious mind, empathy, and compassion, as well as delusion, deception, confusion, and self-undoing, retrograded on June 28th at 25 degrees of the mutable water sign of Pisces. You feel the buildup 5 days before and 5 days after. It magnifies the attributes of that particular planet. And with Neptune, it can make things seem very hazy and foggy. It can fog our vision, and it can make things seem very confusing. And for you, it retrograded in the house of money, income, and what you value. So maybe there have been some misunderstandings in financial situations, or maybe you're feeling very creative because Neptune is a very creative planet and the higher octave of Venus. But realistically, you're feeling the hazy energy that we're all feeling on the collective. There are also 4 points transiting in the cardinal fire sign of Aries. Jupiter, which is the luckiest planet, the planet of optimism and expansion, entered the cardinal fire sign of Aries on May 10th rather, transiting in your house of communication, information, local community, marketing, and sales. It's very much concerned with learning and teaching and gathering information, as well as communication of every form. And so Jupiter is transiting in this sector of your chart through October 28th. And this brings a lot of networking. If you're in your own business, it's excellent for sales and promoting yourself, learning new skills and communication and writing and marketing and pitching ideas. It's also good for expanding your vision in terms of your thinking, because it is a very tough time in the world. How can you up-level your thinking? Chiron, the wounded healer, is also transiting in Aries in this sector of your chart. That is the wounded healer, and it's focusing on facing vulnerability in your thinking in order to find courage and be fearless. Eris, the goddess of discord, she is the sister of Mars. She is the warrior feminine that fights for what she wants. She's transiting there. And Mars, which rules the sign of Aries. Mars takes 2 years to transit. It activates a new 2-year cycle of new beginnings. Again, networking, learning, promoting yourself, and up-leveling your thinking as you proceed ahead. And so that activity is going on. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is transiting in the mutable air sign of Gemini in your house of romance and fun and creativity. And and Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, the planet of communication and information, is also retrograding in your house of fun, love affairs, children, and the house of the inner child. So tapping into your creativity. The sun is transiting in the cardinal water sign of Cancer in your house of work and health and daily routine, adding light and levity to your work and to your regimens. And so we begin the month, and Mars, the god of war, forms a challenging aspect to Pluto, the cosmic compost, the planet of power and elimination, on July 1st at 10:14 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That could bring combative energy with people looking for a fight. It could bring power struggles. Lay low with that energy. On July 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, forms a very positive aspect to Saturn, the planet of structure, which is transiting in your sign until March 7th of next year. And that's good for you for constructive communication, good for work and financial matters, so that's positive. And then, let's see, later that day, Mercury forms a challenging aspect to Neptune at 4:53 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That can bring confusion at work and maybe potentially some financial misunderstandings. I would focus on doing your work on your own, and doing creative thinking and creative projects could be very productive with that energy. On July 5th, there are two planetary changes. Mars, the planet of action, drive, and passion, changes signs at 2:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time and enters the fixed Earth sign of Taurus, entering your house of home, family, and emotional foundation. And that occurs at 2:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where it will be until August 20th. So a lot of focus and activity in your home, in family, dealing with your home if you're trying to buy or sell real estate, getting things in line, getting things shaped up. If you work from home, expect to be very busy, or if you have your own business, and getting your place fixed up, getting your needs met. So that is a productive use of that. On July 6th, Mercury, the planet of communication, forms a helpful aspect to Mars, and that occurs at 2:37 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Good for getting things done and being productive. On July 9th, Mercury squares Jupiter, the luckiest and biggest planet. That is not a challenging aspect per se. It could be a lot of work happening, could be just being very busy, but it is an optimistic energy. And then on July 10th, the Sun forms a helpful aspect to Uranus at 4:39 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Very innovative energy, good for thinking on your feet, and good for you for dealing with issues of the home and being inventive in that area of your life. And then on July 13th, Venus, the planet of love and money and what you value, forms a very positive aspect to Saturn at 12:28 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Good for finding stability in your relationships, in your romance, in your happiness. But that is also the day of a full moon. And this full moon is very significant. It occurs at 2:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 21 degrees and 21 minutes of the Cardinal Earth sign of Capricorn. And that sets off the legendary pairing of the two malefics, Saturn, the planet of restrictions and karma, and Pluto, the planet of death and release and loss. They met up on the world point at 22 degrees of the Cardinal Earth sign of Capricorn on January 12, 2020. And that brought down many structures in our world permanently, tremendous loss and renovation and repair. For you, the two met up in your house of endings and, areas of your life that maybe you bury for a long time that you finally have to deal with. It's the house of release. This full moon triggers where Saturn and Pluto met up at the height of the epoch of Capricorn in, again, the beginning of 2020. And now letting go of those blocks, of that trauma, with some optimism, with Venus in harmony with Saturn, you can stabilize and structure new happiness and love and money in a very difficult time. Later on the day of the full moon, Mercury, the planet of communication, forms a helpful aspect to Uranus at 5:16 p.m. at 8:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. More innovative solutions as to how you can work with letting go of all of the loss and healing that loss. On July 14th, Venus, the planet of love and money, forms a challenging aspect to Neptune. And that occurs at 1:24 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That can feel challenging with finances or It's just a tough energy, but working with the manifesting ability with that, because Neptune is the higher octave of Venus and it rules the imagination. On July 17th, a lot of manifesting ability available to everybody. Mercury, the planet of communication and thoughts, forms an excellent aspect to Neptune, which represents the dream. And that occurs at 3:52 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You can magnetize the dream. And then the sun forms a very good aspect to Neptune at 6:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Again, that you can really magnetize good fortune in your being and that you are the master manifester. And Venus, the planet of love and money, changes signs and enters the cardinal water sign of Cancer, where it will be until August 11th. And it's transiting in your house of joint resources and money and healing and empowerment. And that's a helpful energy as well. And then let's see here. And then on July 18th, Mercury forms a challenging opposition to Pluto at 3:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that could bring challenges with at the workplace, or there could be endings or power struggles conceivably with that. Okay, and then let's see. And then on July 19th, Mercury, the planet of communication, enters the fixed fire sign of Leo at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where it will be through August 4th, transiting in your house of partnerships and relationships. Excellent for meeting people. If you're single, good for meeting new people. Socially, romantically, excellent professionally for building a clientele and working well with others. On that date, Chiron, the wounded healer, retrogrades at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and it retrogrades at 8 degrees and 43 minutes of the it retrogrades at 16 degrees and 26 minutes of the cardinal fire sign of Aries. And you feel that energy that really pronounces the wounds in order to do healing and to bring healing work in. But it's retrograding in your house of communication and how you think about things. And again, if there's vulnerability around your thought process, really, honing in so that you can feel fearless in your thoughts and promote yourself and feel like you're unstoppable. Okay? And then on August 22nd, the sun enters the fixed fire sign of Leo at 4:07 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It will tour in your house of partnerships and relationships until August 22nd, bringing more light and opportunity to your social and romantic and personal life. So that's nice energy, very nice for dealing with other people. On July 25th, the two benefics square one another. That's not bad. It could just be a lot of excess. Venus, the planet of love and money, squares Jupiter, the planet of excess, at, they square each other at 2:13 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That to me is not negative, just a lot happening at once. And then on July 26th, Mercury forms a challenging aspect to Mars, and that occurs at 3:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That could be combative energy and contentious energy. On July 28th, there is a new moon that occurs at 5 degrees and 39 minutes of the fixed fire sign of Leo, and it happens at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in your house of relationships. Again, if you're single, this is an excellent new moon for bringing in new opportunities, plant new seeds, do the law of abundance, set new intentions, And then on the day of the new moon, Jupiter, the grand benefic, retrogrades at 4:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 8 degrees and 43 minutes of the Cardinal fire sign of Aries. And it retrogrades in your house of thinking, local community, learning. You feel it 5 days before, 5 days after. How can you expand through your thinking and through your ideas and through your networking? If you want to market yourself more, how can you be more productive and really magnetize those opportunities into your life? On July 31st, Uranus, the planet of surprise, brilliance, and the unexpected, meets up with the North Node of Karma at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in your house of home, family, and real estate. Pay attention to what comes up at that time. There could be unexpected opportunities for real estate. Again, if you're trying to buy or sell, or if you have your own business, could be some amazing opportunities that come in out of the blue. I wish you a lot of luck, and thank you very much. Take care.